Hi and welcome. My name's Deborah Fay from Disruptive Publishing, and you're listening to another episode of The Disruptive Author. Today I'm going to talk to you about writing and publishing a book, which feels a little bit weird because I feel like I talk about this stuff all the time. But last week I was at a networking event and I was asked, how do I go from having an idea in my head to holding a book in my hand? And at that moment, I realized that I don't actually talk about this stuff all the time at all. What I do is I talk around it. And I do that because I assume that people already know certain things, the things I'm going to talk about today. I'm almost always in the company of small business people. They are my people, my tribe, if you like. And I feel very comfortable with them. Being asked how to write a book is a regular occurrence because of that. But I hadn't been asked in that way before, and I'm super grateful that it happened because I realized in that moment that I'd forgotten what the people around me don't know. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. Let's explore how you can go from having an idea in your head to holding a book in your hand. Here are the 9 steps you need to take to go from having an idea in your head to holding a book in your hand. Step number 1 is to make sure you have the right idea. Now, make sure your idea is directly related to something your target market will want to know more about. Is it based on an FAQ or a specific request from someone in your target audience? Is it something your current customers or clients have talked to or asked you about in the past? Is it something you've helped customers or clients with in the past that hasn't been written about before? Maybe it's been written about before, but not in the way that you view or you approach the topic. Step number 2 is to turn your idea into an outline for a book. Now, if you can flesh out your idea and create a decent plan for a book, then you have a potential book. Do you have a good reason for wanting to write this book? Can you easily break down your topic into 3, 5, 7, or 9 parts or steps? Do you think you would be able to contribute a decent amount of content to each part or step? And will that content add significant value to the reader's experience? Step number 3 is to fill in the content. Now, if you know your business, then this part should be easy for you. But if you don't know all the content that you want to include in the book, research it. You have to add everything you need to add in order to make your point. No more, no less. Don't hold anything back, thinking that someone might steal your work. The more you add, the more trust you will build. Use dot points and checklists. People love them. Keep it simple. You don't need to use big words or too many words. Just write the way you speak. And finally, if you're including content from somewhere else, be careful not to plagiarize someone else's work. Add what you've learned using your words and talk from your perspective. Step number 4 is to get someone else other than yourself to read your book. It is impossible to be objective about your own writing, so it's very important to get feedback from beta readers on the flow of information in your book. Choose beta readers from within your target market because anyone else's opinion is neither relevant nor helpful. Trust me. Give your beta readers a list of questions so they know exactly what sort of feedback would be helpful to you. Apply the feedback that you think is appropriate. And by that, I mean anything that will enhance your reader's experience, and you leave the rest. And finally, ask them if you can use any positive feedback as testimonials and include them on the front cover, inside the front of the book or on the back cover. Step number 5 is engage an editor. Now, if you want to be seen as a professional, you must have your book professionally edited. Ask other authors for recommendations for editors. Ask for a quote and for any feedback on your book that they might like to offer before you start. Ask them to do a sample edit on a chapter of your book before you engage them, just to see if you like the way they work. And then finally, ask them for any guidelines or rules that you should be aware of before you start, so you know what to expect from the process. It will make a big difference. Step number 6 is to have your book formatted. Formatting can be really tricky, but the layout of your book is important, and it can make a big difference to the reader's experience of you and your book. Ask the formatter what books they've formatted so that you can see examples of their work. Have a look at a range of books and start compiling a list of specifications or preferences that you would like incorporated into your book. So that's things like paper size, margin sizes, font type, font size, spacing, etc. Anything that goes toward the look and feel of your book. Step number 7 is have your cover created. Why? Because we do judge books by their covers. It's okay to have an idea of what you want on your cover and how you want it to look, and to share that with your designer. Show them pictures or examples of what you do want to make it easier for them. Think about what fonts you want, what you like, what graphics and photos you'd like to use, and listen to your designer. But at the end of the day, choose a cover that you are really proud of, because if you don't love your cover, you won't put your book in front of anyone, and that's the last thing we need. Step number 8 is to publish your book to a print-on-demand platform. Now, this is the quickest and most convenient way to publish your book and make it available to your audience. Choose a print-on-demand platform to publish your print book to that is easy for you to navigate. Make sure the platform you choose has the capacity to put your book in front of lots of readers in your target audience. And make sure you can easily access author copies for yourself at a wholesale price, so you always have copies with you wherever you go. And the final step, step number 9, is order a copy of your book. Make sure everything looks good before you tell anyone about it. Now, as soon as the print platform has approved your book for print, order a copy for yourself. Once it arrives, go over the book carefully, looking at the layout of the cover and the text and any photos you've included in the book. Make sure that you can see any photos that you've included, because sometimes they don't translate as well into black and white as we might hope. Check for anything that looks odd or out of place, and if it needs to be changed, then change it before uploading another file, and order another copy. But once you're happy with the look and feel of your proof copy, you can let everybody know you have published your book, and either start giving the book away as a big business card, or let readers know where they can get it and purchase it for themselves. There, you've done it. That's all you have to do to go from having an idea in your head to holding a book in your hand. Congratulations. Easy, right? Well, maybe not easy, but it is simple, as long as you follow the plan and you don't cut corners. And now that you've come this far, you might as well publish your book to Kindle and to Audible as well. Give your ideal readers options for consuming your book that will reach a wider audience. That's it from me for this week. I do hope that has been enlightening for you. I have a free ebook called 7 Things You Need to Know About Writing and Publishing a Book Before You Take the Plunge. I'd recommend you grab a copy if you're thinking of writing a book, because it will definitely set you up for a better experience and a better outcome. And if you'd like to have a chat about the best path to publishing for you, book in for a free information call. Just go to calendly.com/disruptive publishing /free info call. Have a great week, everybody. I will be back soon. Bye for now.